Lessons from Behind My Chair is a podcast that aims to fill your cup with a fresh squeezed dose of clarity, courage, and bliss. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, as well as rate the show 5 stars and review wherever you listen to podcasts. Now, let's get into the show. Hey, love. Welcome back to another episode of Lessons from Behind My Chair. I'm your host, Angela B. Fuller, master hairstylist turned certified life coach. Today, I am so excited about this episode, about this conversation, for so many reasons. I have been looking forward to it all day. And the reason is because it is First Sunday. And First Sunday is the episode, is the conversation in which we talk about we go deep. We talk about our spiritual journey. We talk about our internal growth. You know, we work really hard to achieve physical growth. We work really hard to achieve something as simple as hair growth. But when it comes to our spiritual growth, our spiritual convictions, we sometimes take a back seat to it. And then we wonder why there are so many challenges in our lives that we find it difficult to deal with. So let's get ready to talk about that. But before we do, of course, you know I do have a pop question. And my pop question is, do you have struggle when it comes to making yourself number one? When it comes to putting yourself first? And as we get into this conversation, I really want you to think about that. To think about what happens inside of you, what happens in your psyche, what happens in your heart when you even consider putting yourself, making yourself number one. And so on this first Sunday, in the new year, the first month of the new year, and the first day of the month in the new year, we are going to talk about number one. And what I want you to do is to consider, when you think about making yourself number one, are you uncomfortable? How does it make you feel inside your body? How does it make you feel inside your mindset? What takes place? Do you feel selfish? Do you feel as if it's wrong to do? Do you feel any sense of guilt? And so I just want us to dissect it a little bit and just give it some thought. And I'm really looking forward to this, because when I decided to talk about First Sunday, I looked at it spiritually from so many angles. You know, we've heard the verse that we shall not put any other God before our Lord. That Christ, that Jesus is the only way to make to create salvation within ourselves. And I just started to think about the importance of number one, and how selfish can it be to consider making yourself number one? Because when you make yourself number one, it just seems to me that it gives us the opportunity to pour more into others. Because if we're okay on a mental level, if we're okay, healthy, strong, vibrant on a physical level, if we're okay in terms of our joy and our happiness, then it seems to me everything and everyone that comes around us, or any and everyone that we can have influence on, or if we can create impact in someone else's life, then imagine the good that can come out of making yourself number one and taking all of what you have poured into yourself. It seems to me you would have the full capacity. You can move in full throttle to help someone else, to encourage someone else, because you have completely filled your cup. Filling your cup to the point of you can give from your overflow. And when an overflow never stops. As long as you keep filling your cup, there's going to be overflow that someone else, some other situation can benefit from. And so I have decided that in this new coming year, that I am going to check in with Angie on a regular basis to make sure that I am okay, so that I can be better used. I can better use my gifts. I could better use my talent. I could better use my patience. I could better use my purpose into not only making my life and my family life better, but everyone I come in contact with, I can offer just a little bit more sprinkle, a little bit more salt to make their life better. Because so many times we really do have a strong desire, especially us women. We are built to pour into others. We are built to nurture and to care for others, even if it's at the detriment of our own health, of our own joy, of our own peace. And many a times we don't give a second thought to what all that outpouring is doing to us when we fail to rest, when we fail to regroup, when we fail to just step back a moment and replenish ourselves. And ladies, listen, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt. And yes, I get called on a regular basis. And I am more than happy to be there for my family, for my friends. But I also recognize as I get older, it can sometimes take its toll on me. And so, in being willing to be transparent, to share my story, I'm hoping that it causes you to pause. It causes you to step back and reassess, are you really giving all that you can give? I want you to really pause and think about that for a second. Are you really being helpful? Are you really offering solid, well thought of, giving advice from a place of sanity, of giving advice from a place of trueness? When you are depleted, when you are burnt out, when you are overworked, when you are disgusted, busted, and can't be trusted, are you really giving others your best when you are at your wit's end, when you are at rock bottom? No. So starting this new year, first Sunday, first day of the month, first month of the year, the brand new year, I want you to consider making yourself number one. I want you to consider making yourself number one. I want to say that again. I want you to consider in this new year making yourself number one. And then I want you to take note to see how your whole life is better, how those who come in contact with you, how they are better as a result of you paying attention to you, to your blood pressure, to your cholesterol numbers, to your pattern of sleep, to are you feeling foggy in your day? Are you feeling exhausted when you get home? Exhaustion to the point where you can't even fall asleep. Now it's time for us to do better. And I'm not saying taking this stance is going to be easy. I'm not saying taking this stance is going to be the most popular decision that you can make. I'm saying it's not going to be easy. But desperate times requires desperate measures. But you've got to stick to it. And don't keep your family, your friends, your loved one in the dark. Let them know what you are doing. Let them know why you are doing it. And then ask someone to be an accountability partner. Ask the very same people that you've been pouring into to help you be better for yourself so that you can ultimately be better for them. Can you promise me that you'll do that? Can you promise me that you will consider it? Even if you can't do it the entire day, commit to doing it a portion of your day. Commit to doing it an hour of your day and become familiar with the feeling of what it's like to take care of you, to make yourself finally number one, so that you could be more to yourself and eventually be more and give more to others. Okay? I want you to know that I believe in you. I want you to know that I have nothing but love for you. And I want you to know that you can do anything you put your mind to. So make yourself number one. If you find any value in this message, in this conversation, I'd sure like you to pass it on to someone who you believe can benefit from it. And let me know about it, okay? I will talk with you on Wednesday for our Fresh Squeeze Dose. It's a mini-sode that I've created to help you get through the middle of the week. And so until then, make yourself number one. Okay? Bye. Mwah. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow along on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, all at Angela B. Fuller. Join us every Sunday and Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. for new episodes. Okay? Bye.